Good morning and thanks for logging on to ABC15.com. I'm meteorologist Hermosillo. High pressure building back in, and that means it is heating up but also staying dry. And we're tracking the first triple digits of 2017 happening this week. Now, as you look at Futurecast here with me, we will be tracking disturbance clipping by just to our northeast. Not going to see any impacts really across our state aside from maybe a passing cloud or two across northeast Arizona. Otherwise, dry conditions with that ridge of high pressure slowly building in from the west. So across the state today, as you look at Futurecast, again, looking clear and dry for most of us. Some passing clouds at times along the rim, but nothing but sunny conditions here in the valley. All that sunshine also contributing to our ozone creation. So again, today we are under an air quality alert. We've got an ozone high pollution advisory in effect for Maricopa County and also Pinal County. And you can see that stretches across the area. All of these areas shaded in that gray under an air quality alert. So that ozone high pollution advisory, a good indicator to maybe limit your time outdoors if you've got respiratory issues, as our ozone concentrations will likely reach unhealthy levels for folks with respiratory issues. And maybe you can carpool into work, use public transportation. That might be a good option too. Highs today warmer than yesterday. We'll make it into those mid-90s across the valley, putting us several degrees above that 30-year average, which is 90 degrees. And across the state, a warmer one. As you look at those temperatures, topping out in the upper 80s in Kingman, 77 in Payson, and a high of 72 today in Flagstaff. Near 100 in Yuma, potentially 101 degrees in Bullhead City today. And those triple digits heading our way, at least for the Phoenix Metro, by the end of the week. Today, a high of 96 and sunny. Tomorrow, a little closer to 100 as we top out at 98 degrees. By Thursday, that potentially could be our first triple digit day, 101 degrees. And Friday, looking even warmer with a high of 103. Likely that's when the heat will peak before our temperatures really start to trend down. We've got an approaching disturbance, a storm system heading our way. That'll drop temperatures from the triple digits on Friday down into the 80s by Sunday. For now, keeping the valley forecast dry, but that could certainly change as we get closer, so it'll be worth watching. The high country could see a return of rain chances by then as well. Even though it's not completely unusual that we're talking triple digits for this time of year, on average, the first triple digit day happens May 2nd, which is today. At least we're not going to hit the hundreds today, but we will likely see those by the end of the week. Let's talk about right now, though. It's 86 degrees at Phoenix Sky Harbor. Our humidity sitting at 10% as those dew points are pretty low in that 20-degree mark, 24 degrees officially at Phoenix Sky Harbor. So pretty dry out there still as our temperatures continue to climb. And as you're making plans, here's what the next 6 hours look like. We'll go from 86 now to 89 by that lunch hour, and then the 90s set in by 1 o'clock. Our temperature continuing to warm then further today than even yesterday as we top out at 96 degrees. Now yesterday we hit 94. Today add a couple degrees to that. That'll be our high temperature. And those sunny skies, they are sticking around as we warm into the mid 90s. Now as we start heating up, just important to remember that hiking may not be the best bet here as we head into the afternoon and as temperatures start to get into the 90s or even the triple digits. Mornings are going to be best for those hiking activities. Biking, it's all right, but of course, don't forget that sunblock. Our burn time just 15 minutes today. And if you are going to be out running, maybe you've got a run planned for this evening after work, just remember to stay hydrated. It is going to be a little uncomfortable out there, at least certainly before that sun sets. It's 86 now in Phoenix, sitting at 91 at Lake Havasu, 77 in Sedona with 66 right now in Flagstaff. We talked about some breezes in northeast Arizona, but for the most part, sustained winds are around 5 to 10 miles an hour across much of the state, with just those stronger wind gusts in northeast Arizona and especially along the eastern rim in the White Mountains. We've got a disturbance clipping by to our northeast. You'll also notice a few very thin passing high clouds as a result of that disturbance moving by our state. As we go through the next 24 to 48 hours, though, we are talking high pressure building in from the west. That's going to mean dry weather for our state, and you'll notice Futurecast keeping our skies sunny to mostly sunny every day through the end of the week. Now, today we are still dealing with that ozone high pollution advisory. It does include Pinal County and also all of Maricopa County. That's the entire valley as well. If you've got respiratory issues, our ozone concentrations reaching unhealthy levels again today. Something to keep in mind as you make those plans. It'll be 96 today in Phoenix. We'll will make it into the 80s today in Sedona and possibly the triple digits out in Bullhead City. Tonight, though, will cool off nicely back into the 30s and 40s up north, and we'll see those lows in the 60s here in the valley. So as you look at your valley forecast across the East Valley, we're looking at temperatures in the 90s this afternoon for highs. Overnight lows falling into the 60s across the valley, not too far from average, but into the upper 60s. So a bit of a difference in comparison to this morning. It'll be a little milder going into tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, a hotter day, a high of 98, but then those hundreds likely setting in for the first time this year by Thursday. Triple digits in sight all the way through Friday. But look, temperatures don't stay that hot for long. We'll actually drop into the 80s by Sunday.